Texas. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Houston Texans. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time with Johnson, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. No gain. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Watson. Finding Fouls complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards left on 2nd down. To the air yet again, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 40. He's at the 30.
You gonna like this?
5. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 8 carries, 72 yards.
That's a good start to the season. They got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield, and he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you.
Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his third season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff to Ingram, and he'll be brought down here at the 28.
The ball carrier, Zach Cunningham on the tackle. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
7, Ravens 6.
They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll look to run with Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Ingram again, the ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Mark Ingram. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll try and run with Ingram. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down at 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Intended for Jordan.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Watson on first down. It's complete. Stills. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Again, it's Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you created with a play like that. And you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Lamar Jackson.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's 2nd down.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards.
Baltimore.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
He's crafty. He's checking crap.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied.
14. Justin Tucker.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. Houston set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Watson going to Stills, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Watson's pass intercepted by the Ravens.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing again, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st down, it's Watson. It's Stills bringing it in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at the 15. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Eric Murray that time there to knock it away. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Texans 14.
The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Here comes Nelson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 29, Jackson, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Jackson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Cobb to return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. And individually, he's done his thing with the 2 touchdowns. Bottom line, though, they're losing.
Seems to me that they need to get the ball to him a little bit more. You're right.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens 40.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Snead. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ingram again, a first down carry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
3rd down and 7 yards to go.
Now it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
brings up 2nd and
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
45-yard
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, 55 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
Fairbairn lining up for
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
And to kick off for Houston.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And incomplete on the deep ball. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
9 yards.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 7-yard.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
48 yards.
12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And the catch made by Johnson. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's got Fuller. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This will be caught at about the 6. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
1st down.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Being chased out left. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
It's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock, but now you got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually you show a little faith in your defense when you do that because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
That ties the game, 24-24.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive's going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead of you.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Throwing now is Jackson, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Sack
Zach Cunningham. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw. Snead's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for the Texans, it's